Let's see, where'd our president go? Oh, there he is. Ain't that something? In the paint. Uh-huh. Well, I thought there was a list, but I'm thinking of these. That is Caddyshack, of course. Oh, yeah. Well, was Michelle here? Looks like it's done. No?
Yeah. Okay, are we ready?
We are ready.
Yeah. I think you called the meeting to order, don't you?
I think I sure can. Why don't we
Well-
do that? I'm not going to do a roll call till
Okay.
after. Well, we'll do
It
the roll
says
call
Eric
now.
Burns, so, okay.
All right. My name's Eric Burns, attorney for the APC, and I'd like to call this meeting to order on the APC January 17th, 2024 meeting agenda. We have first item of business to call the roll. Jackson Bogan.
Present.
Larry Leverins. Gary Schroeder.
Present.
Vicki Pearl.
Present.
Jerry Reynolds.
Present.
Greg Jones. Bob Metzger. Diana Looper. Joy Tischer.
Present.
Michelle Dennis. Tom Murtaugh.
Present.
Steve Snyder.
Present.
Tracy Brown.
Present.
Jason Domkowski. Lisa Dullum. Kathy Parker.
Present.
Jody Hamilton.
Here.
Quorum present. And as the first item of business, I would like to open the nominations for president for the Area Plan Commission for 2024. Is there a nomination for president?
I nominate Gary Schroeder.
And is there a second?
Second.
And I would like to ask for a voice vote. All those in favor of Gary Schroeder for president of the APC for 2024, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All the votes against? That is a unanimous vote for Gary Schroeder for president, and the meeting is yours, sir.
Okay, thank you. And I will open nominations for vice president. And if someone would move to nominate Jerry Reynolds.
So moved.
Do I have a second? So I have a motion and a second for Jerry Reynolds. Are there any other nominations? So, all those in favor of Jerry Reynolds for vice president, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. So we need to elect some officers to the executive committee. So I'll entertain motions for the executive committee.
I move that Gary Schroeder and Tom Murtaugh be nominated to the representative of Tippecanoe County for the executive committee.
Just carry on there, the next one.
I move that Jerry Reynolds and Jackson Bogan be nominated representative for the city of Lafayette.
Okay.
I move that Larry Leverins and Kathy Parker be nominated to represent the city of West Lafayette. I move that Greg Jones be nominated to represent the towns of Dayton, Battle Ground, and Clarks Hill. I move the nomination executive committee be closed.
All those in favor of closing nominations, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries.
I move to cast unanimous ballots for Gary Schroeder, Tom Murtaugh, Jerry Reynolds, Jackson Bogan, Larry Leverins, Kathy Parker, and Greg Jones for Executive Committee.
So I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Now, nominations for the Area Board of Zoning Appeals.
I move that Gary Schroeder and Rahida Rishkanakar be nominated, represented Area Plan Commission, Area Board of Zoning Appeals.
All those in favor of those, any other nominations first? Hearing none, all those in favor of Gary Schroeder and Robita Rashkanakar to represent the Area Plan Commission, the Area Board of Zoning Appeals, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries.
I move,
I think we're done with that. I just skipped that.
okay.
So now we're down to the briefing session.
Thank you. Z2918 JHS Investments Group LLC and Z2919 Trinitas Development have both requested continuances to the February 21st meeting. All other cases are set to go forward tonight.
Okay, thank you. And for those of you maybe that may be here for JHS Investments or the Trinitas project, those will not be heard this evening. So we'll take those continuances later. Next, I'll take approval of the minutes.
I move to approve the minutes from December 20th, 2023, public hearing as submitted.
I second.
So I have a motion and second. Any comments or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries.
I move there be incorporated to the public hearing portion of each application to be heard this evening and become part of the evidence of such hearing, the Unified Zoning Ordinance, the Unified Subdivision Ordinance, and the Comprehensive Plan, the bylaws of the Area Plan Commission, the application, and all documents filed therewith, the staff report and recommendations of the application to be heard this evening, and response for the checkpoint agencies.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Now I have a statement to read. For those of you unfamiliar with our procedure, the Commission would like for you to know the following. When we hear requests to subdivide land, we are only concerned with whether the actual drawings showing the division of the lots meets the technical requirements of our ordinance. The question of appropriateness has already been determined. Anyone wishing to make comments or provide us with information regarding any subdivision petition will be given an opportunity to do so. When hearing a request for a change in zoning, we are trying to determine if the new zone being requested and the uses allowed in that zone are appropriate to that property and supported by the comprehensive plan. With each case being heard, our staff will present its report. The person requesting the rezone will be given an opportunity to speak. Following that, those of you who wish to speak in favor of the rezone will be recognized, and then those who wish to oppose it will have their turn. This will be your only time to speak. The person requesting the action will be allowed a rebuttal. Plan Commission members will then ask questions and finally vote. Please limit your statements to more than 5 minutes. We ask that you not repeat what others before you've already said. We are a 17-member body, and a majority of 17 is 9. Regardless of how many commissioners are actually present, at least 9 votes in favor or 9 votes against are required for an action to be official. If fewer than 9 of us agree to either approve or disapprove the action, the case must be heard again next month. Our vote on a request to subdivide is final. Our vote on a request to rezone serves as a recommendation to the appropriate city council, town council, or county commissioners who must ultimately decide on changes in zoning. When addressing the commission, please state your name and address for the record, and I think we have a sign-in sheet over at the desk. Cell phones must be turned off while the meeting is in session. If you need to make a call, please step out of the room before using your phone. All exhibits presented to the commission become property of the commission. So, we are ready to hear the continuances, Jerry.
I move to continue Z 2918 JHS Investment Group, LLC, NB and R1 to NB, and Z 2919 Transit Development LLC I3 to R3 to the February 21st APC public hearing.
I
At both petitioners' request.
So I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that motion carries. Subdivisions, Jerry.
I move to hear and vote on S 5166 LH Industrial Supply Subdivision, minor sketch.
I second. Good evening, David Hiddle with the Area Plan Commission. Before starting on this, I'd like to just introduce our newest staff member, which is Nathan McBurnett, who started December 1st. He's a graduate of the Masters in Urban and Regional Planning program from the University of Michigan, which isn't great, but that's okay. He's also a native and a Purdue graduate, so makes up for it. And he'll be doing his first presentations tonight. Jumped right in. You have before you a minor sketch plan. The property is zoned I3, heavy industrial, surrounded by heavy industrial zoning on all sides, although the uses in the area are a mix of agricultural and industrial. Proposal is to subdivide the 10-acre lot, which you can see now is currently being farmed, into 3 lots, 1 outlot and then 2 lots, each of which are a little over 4 acres in size, simply for the ability to develop and use the 10-acre lot in at least 2 different ways. It does meet all of the requirements of the subdivision ordinance and the zoning ordinance with regards to lot size and dimensional requirements and everything else. And therefore, staff is recommending approval of this request and be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you. Petitioner, representative, have a presentation. Tim.
Good evening, Tim Ballancy for T-Bird Design, 105 North 10th Street, Lafayette. Here representing the petitioner, Craig Cheek is here in the audience if you have questions about the actual site. We agree with all of the staff's comments or recommendations and request approval. Here to answer any questions.
Thank you. Anyone else in the audience wish to comment on this petition? Questions from the board? Hearing none, you have a white ballot.
Thirteen ballots cast, all for conditional approval.
Thank you. Before we move on, speaking of introductions, we have some new members here tonight, so I thought we might just take a minute, just go around the room, starting with Tom. Just tell us who you are and what jurisdiction you represent.
Yeah, welcome to the 2 new folks we have with tonight. My name's Tom Murchak, County Commissioner, and I obviously represent the county.
And I'm Jody Hamilton, and I represent the County Council, and I'm District 2.
And I'm Tracy Brown, Tippecanoe County Commissioner.
Good evening. Excuse me. My name's Steve Snyder. I'm a city council at large. I'm the president of the Lafayette City Council.
I'm Jerry Reynolds, Lafayette City Council, District 1.
Gary Schroeder, and I'm an appointee to the Tippecanoe County Citizens Appointee.
Eric Burns, and I'm the attorney for the APC.
Greg Jones, I'm the representative for the town of Battleground.
Jackson Bogan, appointee for City of Lafayette.
Vicky Pearl, appointee for Tippecanoe County.
Joy Tischer, President of Dayton Town Council.
Kathy Parker, I represent District 5 on the West Lafayette City Council.
Very good. Thank you all, and welcome new members. Okay, next on the agenda.
I move to hear and vote on S 5169 Concord Plaza subdivision, Phase 1, repeat of Lot 1B, minor sketch.
I second.
Evening, everybody. Glad to be part of the team here. For this subdivision, we've got petitioner and owner, TKC Properties, requesting a sketch plan approval of a two-lot commercial subdivision replat of an existing Lot 1B in Concord Plaza, just west of the Walmart on Veterans Memorial. This site is zoned, give me just a second, zoned general business, just like all of the adjacent lots. On the site, LB, the western portion of the lot, there's a Dollar General that just opened, and so the lot will be subdivided. There'll be an access easement between the two lots that provides both lots access to the parking lot in the back. There'll be no additional driveway cuts along Promenade Parkway, and yep, sketch plan conforms to the UZO requirements regarding setbacks, buffering, and lot width. Staff recommends approval with the standard conditions.
Thank you. Petitioner or the representative?
Good evening. My name is Bill Niemeyer. I'm the attorney for TKC Properties, LLC, the owner of the subject property at 3577 Promenade Parkway. As was explained, what we are requesting this evening is approval of a two-lot minor subdivision. The purpose of dividing the existing lot is so that the Dollar Tree store that was recently constructed and very recently opened for business, so that it will stand alone as a separate tax parcel. The eastern lot is currently vacant. We don't currently have any proposed uses, but we hope to have something there soon.
Thank you. Anyone else in the audience wish to speak to this? Questions from the board? Hearing none, you have a white ballot.
We have 10 voting in favor of conditional approval, none opposed.
Thank you.
You might look at that again. We got all the ballots in.
Yeah.
There's two of them right
Oh, there
here.
we go.
Three of them.
There we go. Just straight out 10.
Thank you, whoever caught that.
Here we go.
Oh, one more.
Dan, one more.
It's a scavenger
Slow down,
hunt.
Dan.
That's a scavenger hunt. Come on.
13 in favor.
There we go. Thank you.
Tippecanoe, Michigan State.
Thank you.
Jerry.
I move the following request for subdivisions be placed on the February 7th, 2024 Area Plan Commission Executive Committee agenda at petitioner's request. Placement, therefore, without reference to compliance or noncompliance with the adopted subdivision ordinance.
So you have two cases there. Wait a second, we got to hear
Yes,
those cases.
It's S 5171, Leo's 06 subdivision, minor sketch, and S5173 Cherry Creek Estates subdivision, replat, minor sketch.
I second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Determination of variances.
I move the following requests for variance for the unified zoning ordinance are not requested for the use of variance prohibited from consideration by ordinance and statute. BZA 2137 James and Joanne Lane, BZA 2138 Aaron Gravely and Shelby Gravely, Bisher, BZ 2140 Sean and Victoria Quigley.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Director's report.
Thank you. Director's report was distributed via email yesterday. I don't have anything to add, but I would call your attention to the last, well, really, there's a number of year-end information in here, and specifically the last 4 pages are a set of cluster maps that show the concentration and location of single-family and multifamily permits across the county, and especially the greater Lafayette region. Just kind of interesting to see it at a glance like that, so
Yes.
worth a note.
Very good, thank you. Any questions on that? Citizens' comments and grievances. I think we're ready for our last motion, Jerry.
I move to adjourn.
We are adjourned.